Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kiki. Welcome. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining. If you've been here before, thanks for showing up for your girl and coming back. Okay, so today I'm just going to give you 3 top walnut meat recipes that you guys can go with. So the first one is going to be the nachos. I call them Supreme nachos. So we have the Nacho Supreme. And the second one is going to be a creamy burrito casserole. And then the third one is the walnut and black bean burger. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so these are 3 small mason jars full of walnuts that I've already pre-soaked, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get them put into my food processor and get them all blended up. If you need to do a quick soak, you can also boil them in hot water for a little bit if you don't have a lot of time. I had already pre-prepped these and had them soaking for at least 7 to 10 hours or so. So now I'm just putting them off into the food processor. We'll get everything grinded up. You don't want it too mushy. So just grind it to where it gives more of a meaty looking texture almost, not to where it's ground all the way down like it could be, like I said, like mush or something. So you can take a look and see it's finally chopped up and grounded, and then we're just going to do the exact same thing for all 3 of the jars. Now, once I do have this done, you see I'm already putting it into the bowl. I will go ahead and just put it all into a Ziploc because I'm limited on space. I'm not at home yet, and I wanted to batch make my walnut meat because I knew that I would be using it for several different recipes. So let's see, we're just finishing up the last of the walnuts. And I didn't add any seasoning at this time because I'm going to add a lot of veggies and I'll season it according to what I'm making. So now I have fresh garlic and onion. I'll get this chopped up finely. And then I'll also place that into the food processor. All of these ingredients will be going inside of my walnut meat mix. So once I have that all ground up, you can take a look and see that fresh garlic is really fragrant. Now here are my rainbow bell peppers. I'll get those chopped up, follow the same steps, add those into the food processor. I did realize that the sun-dried tomatoes really make it amazing. Now I added some chopped carrots as well. You don't have to add all of these, but the mushrooms, most of the time when you make the walnut meat, you will go ahead and just use the walnuts and mushrooms. The carrots and the additional bell peppers and onions and things I added for my own flavor. I've already cooked up some of the walnut meat. This is going to be for the first recipe. So this is walnut meat and the black beans. We're going to put together a nice taco salad or taco supreme. So I have tortilla chips on the bottom. I've topped it with the walnut meat, black beans, some shredded cheese, then went in with the lettuce, tomato, and sour cream. This is a quick and amazing dish to go with. Okay, let's get ready for the creamy burrito casserole. As you see, I've laid out all of my ingredients here. I have a few different cheeses, taco seasoning, diced tomatoes. That's my walnut meat that I have in the bag here. Some tortillas, cream of mushroom soup, sour cream. And we're just going to go ahead and get this walnut meat cooked up. To make it a little creamier on the meat, I am going to I'm going to add the refried beans in as well. So now this is the walnut meat I put in my non-stick skillet. We're going to go in with the refried beans. And I'm going to also go in with the rotel or diced tomatoes. Once I get all of that in there, I'll start getting it cooked and warmed up. This is also the step where I'll be adding in my packages of taco seasoning. So I went in and used 2 packages of the taco seasoning just to give it some flavor. And remember, when I first made the walnut meat, I did not season it. I just did it with all the veggies and everything because I knew I needed to season it according to the dishes that I were preparing. So as you can see, I've got those refried beans added in. Once you mix all of this together, it'll give a really creamy kind of texture, which is a lot like burrito fillings, you know? So I'm going in with the taco seasoning here. That's just the first one. I will be adding another one also. And once we get all of this added, we'll go ahead and put those diced tomatoes in. I did not drain them. I just poured them in straight out the can. That'll give the extra juice that I'll need. So there we go. It's already looking amazing. You don't cook this long. You're pretty much just getting it all warm. Now we're going to start preparing that mixture. You go in and you mix the sour cream and the cream of mushroom together. You just get that till it's all mixed together, a nice creamy texture. So you just do that in a bowl. This is going to be your layering, topping and bottom. So you'll see once we start putting it together. So you get that all mixed up till it looks about like this. Now, the cheese. You can use whatever cheese you'd like. I chose 3 different cheeses. I will go ahead and grate them up myself, and then we'll get everything ready. So as you see, we have our mixture, our sour cream mixture, our meat, cheese, and we have our pan and our tortillas over here. So first, what we're going to do to make sure nothing sticks to the bottom, the very first layer is going to be the sour cream and cream of mushroom mixture. We're just going to smooth that across the bottom. Once we have that done, then we'll start layering it just like you would a lasagna. Once we start this layering process, you will just keep continuing these exact same steps until you're done with all of your ingredients, till everything is done. And then you'll top it with the cheese. So as you see, we've layered that bottom part with the sour cream mixture. Now you can roll up the burritos if you'd like, but because I was doing it like a casserole so we can just cut into it, I'm just going to kind of tear these tortillas up and then place them along the bottom to cover the bottom. Once I have that done, I'm going in with a little bit of the meat mixture, and we're just going to smooth that all on top of those tortillas. And yes, I call it meat mixture. Okay, we can just say walnut and veggies if that makes you guys happier. But this is my version, so I can call it whatever I'd like. All right, so as you see, I'm just smoothing that on top. I don't want to use too much because I want to be able to go back in and continue layering without using up all of my walnut meat mixture first. So I layered that smoothly. Now we're going to go in and just top it off with some of the cheese. Doesn't matter if you want to mix all the cheese together, if you want to go 1 layer cheddar, 1 layer mozzarella. It's really up to you. So I'm just mixing it all together. You see we got that topped. Now we're going to go back in and continue these steps all over again, okay? As you can see, we're going back in with that cream of mushroom and sour cream mix and just whipping that. I realized I was getting some of the cheese stuck to the spoon, so I thought maybe I should have went in with the tortillas at this point and then layered the sour cream mixture on top of that, but it's fine. So now I got that layered, tore up some more of the tortillas, and we're just going to go ahead, place those down, try to get all of the sour cream mixture covered. And like I said, it's pretty much like layering a lasagna. So once we have those down, we're going to go ahead and go back in with my other ingredients. Now, like I said, you can roll this up like burritos. So I think maybe the next time I will. I just didn't want to have to worry about us cutting into the burritos, you know, getting them all separately. Individually, I just felt like the casserole was just easier. I don't want them chopping it all up wrong. So now you can tell I did go back in after I put those tortillas and then added that mixture because, like I said, the cheese was sticking to my spoon. So this was just a smoother way to lay everything. Now we're going to hit it with the remainder of the walnut meat. And this turned out to be quite a bit. It was a really nice size. It lasted. This is something that you can also freeze. It's good for leftovers. So this was a really nice dish. Plus, I wanted to make the creamy burritos, but, you know, without the meat. And I didn't want to go in with the Impossible meat. I know how to make my own meat substitutes. But if you have to use the Impossible meat, by all means, go right ahead. I'm not against it. I've used it for other things, but a lot of times I just try to, if I can, I'll make my own meat substitutes. So we finished off the last of the walnut meat. Now we're going to top it with all of this cheese. Yes, I know it's a lot of cheese. See, this is why I'm actually vegetarian and not vegan. I tried to let go of the cheese. I could not. I was able to let go of, milk, which wasn't a big thing because I'll do oat milk or almond milk. The cheese I struggled with. I tried vegan cheeses and I just didn't like it. I tried making my own cheese with the cashews. So I couldn't let it go. So vegetarian it is. But as you see, we've completely finished this dish. It looks amazing. Now just wait till it comes out the oven. And there we have it. Absolutely amazing, beautiful, and delicious. Okay, guys, and for the very last recipe, this is going to be the walnut meat and black bean burger. So you see I have my walnut meat recipe, and I will be adding a little bit of quick oats. So this is about 1/3 cup. I'll add that to my walnut meat mixture. I've already rinsed and drained the black beans. You can put them in the oven for a little bit just to get them a little harder. They stick better when you do that, but I didn't. I just went ahead and rinsed them. Got everything put together and then pattied them all up. This made quite a bit of patties, so some of them I froze. Then I just took one, put it in the air fryer real quick, and then I wanted to go without buns today, so I did mine in a lettuce wrap, as you can see. So I love this mayo, actually, guys. If you get a chance, that's a really good mayo to use. So you see, I've just topped it off with some mushrooms, cheese. Of course, the wrap is lettuce. We got some tomato in here with that plant-based mayo, and this was great for lunch. It's easy to make on the truck. And okay, guys, so if you decide to try out any of those lovely recipes, please let me know how it worked out for you. And keep in mind, on the walnut meat, you don't have to add all of the veggies that I added. You can simply make that walnut meat with just the soaked walnuts and mushrooms, however you'd like to go with that. So I just added the extra veggies in because I was batch making this, so I could use it for a number of things, which is why I didn't just automatically season it with like taco seasoning or anything like that, because I knew I was going to use it for a number of things. But if you tried the recipes out, please let me know how it worked out, and be sure to like and subscribe.